The NFL draft is loaded with talent. Some teams will draft for a particular need, while others will look to snag the best player available. In this video, we aren't looking at the top selections. Instead, we are looking at 5 players that have the versatility to become impact players no matter where they end up getting selected. Let's get right into it. Peter Skoronski, offensive lineman. The first player on our list is Northwestern offensive lineman Peter Skoronski. Skoronski has tons of experience for a draft-eligible player since he earned a starting job in his freshman season. The 6 feet 4 inch, 315-pound standout doesn't have elite size but makes up for it with top-of-class technical skills. He prefers to play left tackle but has proven the versatility to play any position on the offensive line. As a pass blocker, Skoronski looks very comfortable. He has quick feet and displays impressive fluidity for a man over 300 pounds. What Peter Skoronski lacks in length, he makes up for with intelligence and technique. Skoronski knows how to use his hands properly to neutralize both power and finesse rushers. In run block, Skoronski is extremely effective as well. He consistently finds ways to move defenders and create space. As Skoronski matured, he showed off his ability to be dominant in short yardage situations. He also has the quickness and mobility to make plays in the second level, or while pulling over to the opposite end of the field. The biggest knock on Skoronski are his short arms, which are measured at only 32 inches. That is extremely short for a tackle by NFL standards. But due to Skoronski's advanced skill set, it never affected his ability to dominate at Northwestern. A good example of a tackle who has found success with 32-inch arms at the NFL level is Dallas Cowboys' Zach Martin, who has enjoyed an immensely productive NFL career with multiple Pro Bowl appearances. However, the downside with Skoronski is that if he does end up being limited due to his arm length, then he might be slotted into the guard position instead of starting at tackle. Either way, he has clearly displayed the technical skills and the elite IQ to step right into the NFL and earn a starting job. Due to his versatility to play any position on the offensive line and his reputation as an amazing teammate and a vocal leader, we believe that Peter Skoronski will be a huge help to any team that selects him in the upcoming NFL draft. An offensive lineman with the limited physical measurements definitely won't be the most thrilling pick of the entire draft, but Skoronski will likely become a fan favorite wherever he ends up. Skoronski is likely to be a first-round selection. Brian Branch, defensive back. Brian Branch is a 6-foot, 190-pound defensive back coming out of the University of Alabama. He started at safety, but he is a unique new school type prospect that can line up at safety, but also has the coverage skills to play nickel corner. Branch has a well-rounded game that allows him to make dynamic plays all over the field. Brian Branch has elite level instincts that allow him to make quick reads and break up tons of plays. Due to his versatility, he looks like he could be a special weapon in the NFL for whatever team that drafts him. Branch excels in zone coverage, where he can disrupt passing plays with his ability to read offenses. He's very capable at covering wide receivers, but also is known to make tons of game-saving tackles in the defensive backfield. He's also a dangerous blitzer who can showcase great vision, strength, and tremendous closing speed. More so than any other safety in his draft class, Branch is excellent at covering both slot receivers and tight ends in man coverage. Branch has also proven to be a ball hawk that can change games with his ability to intercept the football. Against the run, Branch is known to get downhill and make stops. He is an advanced open field tackler for his position that frequently makes plays that prevent offenses from breaking plays open. Brian Branch is always zipping around the field and just seems to be around the ball on every single play. He brings a competitive edge and is known to dish out some ferocious hits. When Brian Branch showed up to the Combine, he hurt his draft stock by running a slower than expected 40-yard dash. However, he is a very unique talent that will be able to eliminate mismatches at the NFL level due to his ability to play either safety or nickel corner, while also showcasing the ability to tackle all over the field. His versatility has earned comparisons to NFL star Minkah Fitzpatrick. Brian Branch is likely going to be a first-round pick as well. Whether or not he slips in the draft due to his 40-yard dash time, we think he's going to be a key difference maker and a matchup neutralizer for whatever team is lucky enough to land him. Darnell Washington, tight end. Darnell Washington is an absolute beast. Standing at 6 feet 7 inches and 270 pounds, Washington will enter the NFL as one of the biggest tight ends in the entire league. During his college career at the University of Georgia, Washington proved himself as an elite blocking tight end. His ability to tie up defenders and create space on the field is equivalent to having an extra lineman in the game. Due to his elite size and strength, his blocking skills are expected to translate at the next level as well. It's not only his size that allows Washington to dominate in the blocking game, he has excellent technique as well. As a receiver, Washington is much less proven, but has the potential to create mismatches in the passing game. With his height and length, he should be a viable red zone threat if nothing else. He has shown a knack for using his frame to shield off defenders and making some nice catches in coverage. At times, the big man has shown off soft hands and the ability to be a reliable pass catcher. Once he has the ball in his hands, he's a load to take down too. Washington runs through tackles and picks up yards after contact downfield. Washington seems to be able to get open in the middle of the field with deceptive quickness, and also can make his way to the second level of the defense. Since Brock Bowers was the main passing catch tight end at Georgia, Darnell Washington was never given the opportunity to star in the role, but his skills have always shown a lot of potential. At the draft, he blew scouts away with his time shuttle, which was one of the fastest times a tight end has ever run in history, even faster than Vernon Davis. The reason Darnell Washington made our list is because his downside is so high. We know that he is going to be one of the best assets in the running game, but also has the potential to be a sneaky passing weapon as well. Think of someone like Mercedes Lewis or Martellus Bennett as potential comparisons. Darnell Washington is likely going to be selected in the second or third round, and we believe will bring a competitive edge that will greatly benefit any team that selects him. Dion Henley, linebacker. Dion Henley is an undersized but ridiculously fast inside linebacker with the skills to fit into any NFL offense. The 6', 225-pound Washington State product is capable of playing the middle in either a 3-4 or 4-3 scheme. Henley is excellent at wrapping up running back and taking him to the ground. He accumulated over 100 tackles in his senior year. The reason he manages to get so many tackles is due to his top-notch sideline-to-sideline speed, which he showed off at the Combine with a 40-yard dash time comparable to some wide receivers. Henley has got some serious burst in his step, which allows him to locate and take down ball carriers consistently. Not only does Henley show the ability to be a viable playmaker in the run game, he has plenty of skill in pass coverage as well. Henley can read plays very quickly, and he also covers a lot of ground in zone. He can turn on the burners and take down running backs in the screen game with ease. His combination of size, speed, and coordination make him a great matchup against running backs coming out of the backfield, as well as passing catching tight ends. When called upon as a blitzer, he's more than adequate as well. Henley can make great reads and get to the quarterback very quickly. The concern with Dion Henley is whether or not he is violent enough to compete at the next level. He isn't that big, so sometimes he can get dragged a couple extra yards before he gets the ball carrier to the ground. With that being said, we see a lot of Levante David in him due to his speed and versatility. We believe that any team that drafts Dion Henley in the second or third round will unlock a player who brings a heck of a lot to the table on defense. Nathaniel Tankdell, wide receiver. Nathaniel Tankdell is a freakishly quick wide receiver that has been a matchup nightmare for college defenses for 2 full seasons now. Dell is one of the smallest players in the entire draft class, listed at 5 feet 8 inches and 165 pounds, but boy can he dance out there. Tankdell is your prototypical jitterbug-style wide receiver who is best suited as a slot receiver or a gadgety piece, but brings game-breaking capabilities to the table every time he touches the ball. During his junior year, Dell racked up 90 receptions for 1,329 yards and 12 touchdowns for Houston University. As an encore in his senior season, he led the nation with 109 receptions for 1,398 yards and 17 touchdowns. His quickness and route running creates separation. Dell has never had an issue getting open. He's also an elite wide receiver at gaining more yardage after the ball is in his hand. He lined up all over the field in college, but it is unlikely that he will be able to compete on the outside at the NFL level due to his lack of size and physicality. But you never know. Sometimes talent just prevails. Dell made our list because he can be used in the slot outside, backfield, or regularly as a punt returner if he doesn't crack the lineup as a starting wide receiver. The big question mark is how his size will limit him, but that is why he's projected to go into the 4th or 5th round of the draft, even though he outproduced his peers that will be selected ahead of him. And we think no matter which team selects him in the later round, he will fit right in and become a difference maker for them. There you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning into the channel, and we hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to help us out by clicking like, subscribe, and turning on post notifications to never miss out on our weekly uploads.